Today we are going to discuss about famous Google PPC terms, PPC pay-per-click terminologies. These are very famous as a Google advertising professional or as a digital marketer. You may necessarily need to know about them, and understanding of these will also help you in understanding of digital marketing industry as well as online marketing industry. So the first thing is CPC. CPC means cost per click. It is also known as PPC. As an advertiser, you are paying for each click, and for a Google it's a cost per click, uh, which is being charged through advertiser. One of the very good benefit of advertising via Google Ads is you are only being charged when someone clicks on your ad, and you are not being charged when someone doesn't click on an ad. So it's a CPC model. Google has a CPC, primarily CPC model. Now, cost per impression model is also famous, but that is in display advertising. But let's coming to the terminology. The second is CPM. CPM means cost per thousand impressions. Let me write it as well. So for understanding of masses, cost per click. For the CPC, for CPM is cost per thousand impression. Impressions. Cost per thousand impression means an associated cost which is being you have to pay for 1000 impressions. Usually, in case if you are running CPC advertising model, still you can see CPM just for the information on how much you were being charged for the clicks on 1000 impressions, and it also helps to understand like how many people clicked on average when 1000 people see your ad. This also helps in understanding your CTR. CTR is a click through rate, which I'm going to discuss later. Now the thing is ROI. ROI means return on investment. Return on investment is how much money you are getting on the investment you are doing through online advertisement or anything. It's just for anything. CPA is a cost per action model. It is primarily in affiliate marketing, and some you can also run lead based campaigns on the CPA model. Like you want more leads on your form. Let's say you have an insurance company or you have a bank company and you want more leads, or even if you're a plumber and you want more leads for your business, and you are running a CPA model. CPA is a cost per action model, and usually you are being charged when someone fills a form. It's a CPA model. Google also offers CPA model as well. SEM is a search engine marketing. Promoting your product or brand through search engines is known as search engine marketing. CTA is a call to action. It's basically how do you drive or urge or give or generate urge in your user to take an action. For instance, buy now, order it now, purchase now. To ask user to do something, to act. It's a call to action. It's your way of convincing user to go to the next step of user buying behavior, using buying process. So usually people do add some kind of CTAs in their ads, in their on the landing pages. Sometimes they convince, click now for more details, or buy now, or get now, or fill your form, or like this blah blah. So this is how CTA is being done. CTR is the click through rate, and the CTR is being generated on average. For instance, you got 1000 impressions, and 10 clicks were done. So you are gonna divide those clicks with impressions, and you are gonna know it's a 1% CTR. For the impressions is just again, it's a cost per thousand impression. Impressions is an impression of if your ad has been shown on a visitor's computer device or anywhere. So you are being shown as a like one impression was done on your ad. So ad campaigns, basically Google advertising runs with different campaigns, and each campaign has a different ad groups. So it's an ad campaign with different ad groups, where you divide, in, for instance, if I want to advertise my blog, so my campaign will be about my blog. But again, I will be targeting different pages of my website. I can do it through different ad groups, and I can also target different keywords or different ad groups as well, different set of keywords. Ad extensions are basically extensions being shown below the ad. For instance, a call now button, site link. I have a separate video about ad extensions where you can learn in detail about what are ad extensions. AdSense is a very famous Google platform. It's primarily for publishers, webmasters, or website owners, or YouTube owners through which they can show or place ads on their website and earn money when someone clicks on the ad of on YouTube. So you are being paid as well as along with Google, because you are renting your space on your website or on your YouTube channel. AdWords, what is AdWords? AdWords Editor is a Google's own program for doing mass changes on Google Ads account. Although we can do a lot of things through, default Google Ads, like I'm just showing you the display of a Google Ads account. But if you want to do multiple changes, masses, you want to transfer accounts, campaigns, or do a lot of bulk change, bulk work, AdWords Editor is going to be a great help. AdWords Express. AdWords Express is basically a quick way to advertise, promote online. It is for those professions who do not know much about ads and Google and do not want to know, and they are very eager to run their ads online as soon as possible. So for them, it's AdWords Express. What is bid? Bid is actually the amount you are being charged for every click. Cost per click is basically the amount you are being charged, but bid is your maximum amount. Bid is your maximum amount you are willing to pay for each click. Pardon me here. Bid is actually the maximum amount you can pay for each click on your website ad. You are ready to pay. Like for instance, I'm ready to pay $1.5 for each click. Although with CPC, you're not, even if you set CPC at bid at 1.5, you're not necessarily being charged 1.5, because Google terminology, Google costing system is quite different, and you are being charged 1 cent more than the available advertiser bidding on the same keyword. Although the quality score and other factors plays a huge role, but in other words, it does not necessarily mean that what you are bidding you are going to be charged, but because that is the maximum amount you are able to pay for each click happens for that keyword and as well for that ad. So the other are landing page. What is the landing page? Landing page is actually the page on part of your website where the user lands. Usually it's not the home page, it can be any other product page or anywhere. For instance, I have a blog, and I think okay. So it's my blog. It's my blog. That this is my home page. This is not my landing page. And for instance, I want to drive visitor on my Google Ads case study page. This is my case study page. So this is going to be my landing page, and this is going to be my home page. Landing page is actually the part of page where you actually want to land visitors on your website. It is known as a landing page. Location targeting. Location targeting is primarily if you want to target specific areas, cities, or locations. In a cities there are hundreds of areas you can target. So location targeting is primarily done to target specific areas. You also have option of radius mile targeting, like you can target 10 mile, 20 mile, 30 mile of each radius through location targeting. The next is low search volume. Low search volume is basically being assigned with those keywords who have a very low search volume, and Google is not able to show the exact amount of search queries done for that keyword because it has a very low search volume. Headline is the title of your ad. Managed placement is actually being used in the Google display ads, and it is for the list of websites where you want to place your ad. If you want to place, let's say only on youtube.com and your 5-6 preferred website, you can do it through managed placement, and your ad is not going to be shown on all other websites except those which you are targeting through managed placement. Negative match is usually with the keywords which you do not want to appear your ad on. For instance, I am targeting buy web hosting, but I do not want to target my ad in case if the word free is being used. So let's say someone such as free hosting, I do not want my ad to be appeared, so I'm going to add the free word in the negative match. So whenever a negative word is being added, and whenever a user searches for that negative keyword, regardless of other keyword combinations, for the user's free by hosting, if the user searches, but since the free is a negative keyword, so your ad is not going to be showed if you have added the word free in your negative match. Negative placement are actually those websites in display network where you do not want to show your ads. Let's say I'm targeting on all websites, but I do not want to show my ad on these 4 websites, so I'm going to add those in negative placements. Manual bidding, it's a kind of a bidding strategy through which you can have your own control on like how much you want to pay for each click. It's just a bidding strategy. Remarketing. Remarketing is basically the process of targeting those people who already know about your brand and service, uh, and you want to target them again, because the process of converting the user into a customer is a huge process and long process, and user may need to think several times, want to see your ad again and again before making a purchase. So they use the remarket. We use remarketing terminology and strategy and campaign to target them again and again. Split test is basically when you are doing split test. It means when you have multiple ads or multiple landing pages and you want to determine which one works better. So you use a split test. SQR is basically for search query report. Let me write it down as well. Search query report. It is basically done. Search query report is done to figure out what exactly searches are being done. For instance, if I have to show you a campaign, let me discuss what campaign I can show you, and I can show you the search campaign results as well. For instance, this is my campaign, and these are my targeted keywords, but I wanted to figure out through which keywords exactly my user came to my website. You can through to a search term. It's basically SQR is the same as a search term, and you're going to find the exact word through which the visitor has landed on your website, or the visitor has seen your ad and clicked on it. These are the exact queries. These are your targeted queries, but since it's a broad match, so there can be certain scenarios, and the actual keyword search can be slightly different. So in order to figure out and find out those, you can do it through this. Now the thing is, you can see in this there is a huge blunder of double A. There were 6 clicks on the double A word. We can add this in the negative keyword to avoid this, but if a user is coming through a double A word, it's not going to convert. So I'm just giving you an example. So these were the famous Google search PPC terms which I thought you guys should know about it. Hope you like the video. Thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, you are more than welcome to ask in comment section or regarding Google Ads, Facebook Ads, LinkedIn, Twitter ads, anything. Thank you. Bye bye.